in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody call the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steel.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on it.
Nothing fancy here. Tasting victory.
Backed up. Hold it. Oh, reverses it. Shoulders down. Reverses the pin. Shoulders down.
Turning it around here.
And he doesn't stay down for long.
He ain't getting paid by the hour. Boom. Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Ooh.
Headlock. Oh, and cheap shot right above the eye. Chopped down with the axe handle.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia. Headbutt to the gut!
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick. The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief
getting the cover here. Eye in the end.
Gets the shoulder up and one.
I didn't think this match was close to over. Oh my gosh, what impact!
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout.
From the heavens.
Crash landing.
What a forearm.
Arm wringer.
And countered with a knuckle sandwich.
And Steel is one step quicker.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now. Tremendous pressure applied. Oh, what a headbutt.
Starting to scale the cage wall.
Perched up top.
Diving leg drop. He's motioning to the referee, looking to get the cage door open. He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credit.
From behind, schoolboy,
Shoulders down.
For the win! He kicks out with authority.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's still too early to wrap up this one just yet.
Twist.
He might have him.
Quick shoulder up.
Are you kidding me? Not even a one count.
Going to try and scale the steel cage wall.
Look at it. Keep steady. Keep balanced.
He's eyeing the top of the cage as he starts his climb. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
This is what he's been training for. This moment right here.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
You can almost taste it now.
Having a problem lifting that other leg over. This is not going to end well.
Powerbomb! He comes crashing back down.
Now you have to recover.
Maivia with a plan in mind. Into a backbreaker. And George is laid out.
Oh! Ricocheting off the turnbuckles. Down to bonus. And a double axe handle smash.
Gentlemen, we touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief and the tribal tap.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Solid grip on this hold, not letting go.
Able to punch his way out. Oh, my God!
That might have done it. This could be it.
He's already done so much damage. What else could he want to do?
Rocked with a headbutt, but not done yet. A second one.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here. He gets out of the way.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia.
Oh no, he can be caught here. Bad spot for him.
A stump puller.
It's in deep, the leg bending awkwardly.
Working to take the base away, and
Couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia